Hello, this is Dr. Do again. This video is outside of medicine. Continue the book, the Iliad by Homer. I'm going to continue to read. The words were split 3 ways. Each received his realm. When we shook the lots, I drew the sea, my foaming eternal home, and Hades drew the land of the dead engulfed in haze and night, and Zeus drew the heavens, the clouds, and the high clear sky. But the earth and the Olympus height are common to us all. So I will never live at the beck and the call of Zeus. No, at this royal ease, and powerful as he is, let him rest content with his third of the world. Do not let him try to frighten me with his mighty hand. What does he take me for, some crowd out and out? He'd better aim his terrible salvos at his own, all his sons and daughters. He's their father. They have to obey his orders. It's their fate. Ares, quick as the breeze, tried to soothe him. Wait, god of the sea, blue mane, who grips the earth. You really want me to take that harsh, unbending answer back to Zeus? No change of heart, not even a little? The hearts of the great, you know, can always change. You know how the Furies always stand by older brothers. The Lord of Earthquake yielded ground in answer. True, Ares, immortal friend, how right you are. It is a fine thing when a messenger knows what is proper. Ah, but now it galls me, it wounds me to the quick when the father tries to revile me with brute abuse. He is equal in rank, our fated shares of the world the same. Still, this time I will yield, for all my outrage, but I tell you this, and there is anger in my threat. If ever, against my will, and Athena, queen of armies, Hera and Hermes, and the god of fire, Hephaestus, if Zeus ever spares the towering heights of Troy, if he ever refused to take her walls by force, and give the Argive troops resounding triumph, let Zeus know this full well. The breach between us both will never heal. A sharp tremor, and the massive god of earthquakes left Achilles' lines into the surf. He dove, and heroes missed him sorely. That very instant, storming, Zeus dispatched Apollo. Go, my friend, to the side of Hector, armed in bronze, the god of the quakes who grip and pounds the earth, has just this moment plunged in his own bright sea, driving away from all my mounting anger. Just think what the gods would have heard if we had come to blows. Even those beneath the ground who circle Cronus. Better for me this way, Poseidon too, to yield before my mighty hands. Outraged as he is, not without sweat, would we have called it quits, but now take up in your hands my storm-clouded shield, its dark tassels flying, shake it over the Argives, stampede their heroes in panic, archers of the sky, but make this glorious Hector your main concern. Rouse his breakneck courage till, racing in terror, and the Argives reach the fleet and the Hellespont in wrath. From that point on, I plan my tactics, give commands to grant the Argives breathing room in battle. Apollo did not neglect the father's orders. Down from Ida's peaks he swooped like a hawk and killer of a dove, the fastest thing on wings. He found Prince Hector, the son of wise King Priam, sitting up now, sprawled on the ground, no longer, just regaining his strength, just beginning to recognize his comrades' sound about him. His heavy sweating, his hard breathing stopped the moment the will of storming Zeus revived him. Apollo, the archer, stood beside him, taunting. Hector, son of Priam, why so far from your troops? Sitting here, half dead, some troubles come your way? Hector struggled for words, his helmet flashing. Who are you, my lord? Who of the high god? to probe me face to face? Haven't you heard? I was killing his friends against the ships when the Lord of the War, cried Ajax, struck me down with a boulder square across my chest. He took the flight right out of me, I can tell you. I thought for certain I'd go to join the dead, descending to the house of death this very day. I thought I'd breathed my last, but Lord Apollo, the distant deadly archer, reassured him. Courage! Look what a strong support the son of Cronus speeds from Ida to take your side and shield you. I am Phoebus Apollo, Lord of the Golden Sword. I who saved you before, and along with you your towering city too. So up now, Hector, command your drivers here in all their hundreds to lash their plunging teams at the hollow ships. And I will surge on ahead, clearing the whole way. For the team's assault, I will bend the Argives back. That breathed tremendous strength in the famous captain, as a stallion, full-fed at the major, stalled too long, breaking free of his tether gallops down the plain, out for his favorite plunge in a river's cool currents. Thundering in his pride, his head flung back, his mane streaming over his shoulders, sure and sleek in his glory, knees racing him on to the field and stallion haunts he loves. So Hector hurtled on, his legs driving, his knees pumping, spurning his racemen. Once he heard the gods' command, and the Argives wheeled and gave ground quickly. Think how dogs and huntsmen off in the wilds rush some antlered stag or skittish mountain goat, but a rocky gorge or shadowed forest gives him shelter. They see it's not their lot to bring the quarrel down. Their shouting only flashes a great bearded lion, ramping across their path, suddenly charging them, scattering men and packs despite their lust for battle. So up till now the Achaeans kept advancing, close formation, stabbing away with sword and rugged two-edged spears. But once they saw tall Hector attack the ranks again, they wheeled in terror, hearts collapsed at their heels. But Thor, sons of Adraman, squirreled them on. Altilias, best by far, skilled with the spear, superb had cut the thrust, and few Achaeans could put him down in debate, when the young man veer and struggle over points. Now forth he came with cause to back his comrades. Look, a genuine miracle right before my eyes. Hector's escaped again. He's risen from the dead, and just as each of us hoped with all his heart, he'd dropped and died at the hands of great giant Ajax. But again some god swoops down and saves his Hector. And hasn't he wiped enough for us out already? I'm going to stop here today and continue next time. Thank you for watching.